Hi nursery! We're going to do an activity today where we're going to use paint and things from our garden to make a picture, okay? So I've been searching in my garden outside and I found lots of different things. I've got some leaves, I've got some branches, I've got some really dried crinkly up leaves, and I've got some of these that were growing in my grass. And I thought it might be a nice idea to make a paintbrush out of the natural things in the garden. So I'm going to start with the leaves and I'm going to try and put them all together so I can dip it in my paint. So I'm going to get a little bit of string and tie it around the top. You might need a grown-up to help you a little bit here. It's a little bit trickier. And then once I've tied it around, I'll be able to use it like a paintbrush. So I'm going to get my leaves that I've tied together and dip it in some paint that I've got here. And I'm going to paint it on my paper. I'm going to do a wiggly line. Ooh, get a little bit more paint. And when I'm scraping it on my paper, it's making different patterns. Can you see? So I've used it to make a wiggly line with my first paintbrush. Now I'm going to use some of the sticks. So I'm going to keep them long like this so I can use them like a long paintbrush. So I'm going to tie my string around the top to keep them together. And then I'm going to dip it in my paint at the end. I'm going to use green this time. Okay, and I'm going to put it on my paper. And dip it in and wiggle it on my paper. And it's made lots of different patterns and marks because it's a thin stick. It's made like lots of different patterns like that. Now I'm going to get another one. I'm going to use this fluffy one. And because it's one, I don't need to tie it with string. So what do you think this will make on my paper? I'm going to dip it in the blue. Oh, it's quite tricky because it's quite soft. It's hard to dip in. And then I'm going to put it on the paper. Oh, this makes a nice pattern because it's quite soft. It's making like a smudgy pattern on the paper. And dip it in again and try again. Look, can you see? So that's a good one. And my last one is some crunchy leaves that I'm going to put together. But I'm not going to use string this time. I'm just going to use my fingers and I'm going to hold it together to make my paintbrush like this. I'm going to dip it in the yellow and then I'm going to put it on my paper. Wow, this was a good one because they're quite hard. It's made the paint come in big, big stripes. Let me show you. There. So I've used lots of different things from my garden as a paintbrush to make different marks and patterns on my paper. See what you can find and see if you can do the same at home. Okay? Good luck. Have fun.